Sir, do you have a minute for me?
Not really. I've been trying to avoid you.
Yeah. You don't respond to my emails.
By putting something in writing would require me to put thought and consideration into the subject.
So do you have time for me now?
Are you going to tell me how the world is unfair? And how people should not get pleasure from filling a sack with kittens and rocks then throwing it into a river? Or how hiding the shopping cart from a blind homeless person does not bring satisfaction?
I'm not sure where you are going with that.
It is a metaphor on management. You might understand it someday. And by someday I mean probably never.
Okay, but have you heard anything back on my request for a raise?
I have.
That is great news. I just want a final answer.
Corporate office said that this decision would not be in the near future. It is going to take some time.
Why can't they just tell me yes or no?
Adam, that would require management to make a decision. We prefer to prolong this process. This allows management to avoid any real responsibility and keep you in limbo for as long as possible. We might say yes or we might say no. We extend the timeline from the point of where you ask for a raise to the point where you realize that we are just jerking you around.
So there is no answer yet.
If we give you an answer, you will either be happy with our decision or decide to leave the company for another employer that probably will treat you with respect.
So when should I expect to get an answer?
It is complicated. I have a lot of things to think about, like what I am going to buy with my end-of-year bonus, or do I paint my vacation home sage green or badass blue?
I just want a decision to be made.
Look. Can we continue this conversation later? I have to run down to the mailroom to pick up my new company titanium BlackBerry with Bluetooth and Quantum Leap dilithium crystals.
I do not know if I can wait on your answer.
That sounds like you are making a threat.
It is not intended to be a threat. I just need to move forward with a plan on my personal and professional goals.
Yup. That's a threat. Thinking for yourself is a threat to the company.
Okay, what do you suggest I do?
Let us act on your behalf, which will incorporate the best outcome for the company and our professional goal of avoiding responsibility.
I'm not sure how to feel about that.
Exactly. I will email the secretary for the vice president of employee operations on oh, this fucker is pressuring me for an answer.
You will. I mean, that is a start.
Sure. The vice president is responsible for avoiding situations like this for the company.
Each day feels like a month waiting for a response. I will come back later to ask again for an update.
Okay. I will act surprised when you do, as if this was the first time I am hearing this request or even meeting you.
All of a sudden my mouth is dry and tastes like cat shit.
Have you been drinking? Never mind. If you don't mind, I have to go. I need to practice my senior management REM job licking exercises.
Gross.
Remember, Adam, you are a very talented employee and the company respects you.
That contradicts every discussion we have ever had, but thanks. I will come back later then.
Great. I will avoid you until then.